So you love flowers. You love maybe growing flowers. You would like to start your own flower farm or flower business. Today, I'm going to take you through the steps that you need to know to get started in your own flower farm. Before we get started in all that not fun legal mumbo jumbo, you need to know that mistakes will be made. These little guys were supposed to be huge dinner plate dahlias, like the flower next to me, and they weren't. And that's fine. I'm okay because I love them and they're beautiful. And next year they will go around my house instead of out in my flower farm. We're filming in the morning. There's tons of bees. I'm trying to find a place to film where I won't bother them. I think he's a little drunk on nectar. He's not moving. But that's it. He can be there. Well, I'm not a lawyer and I can't profess to give any legal advice. Before starting any kind of business, I would establish yourself at a minimum as an LLC. If you have a legal advisor, you can talk to them about that. But you need to protect you and your assets from your business and separate them the best you can. You'll need to get yourself a federal tax ID number and a state tax ID number because almost every state requires sales tax. I think they all do. And if you want to be a legitimate business and not get yourself in trouble, you need to follow all of your local rules. Conveniently, if you're watching this, you have the internet, and every state and locale has information online about how to apply and to get your numbers and report the sales taxes. And once all the legal mumbo jumbo is decided and taken care of, you need to figure out what kind of flowers grow in your area, what thrive in your area. You do not want to struggle with cold weather flowers if you're in, like, say, the deep south. Get the list of flowers that grow well in your area, that you like to grow and know grow well. I don't want to get too much into specifics of what grows in your area and seeding dates. Sorry, I have a hair in my face. Planning is going to be super important when it comes to your flower farm. Where are you going to plant? How much space do you have to plant? The timing of your planting and succession planting. Lots of farmers use annuals, cut and come again annuals, because they're tried, true, and they come back. But if you want to get into this in the long haul, moving to more perennializing and naturalizing flowers can save you time and money. And who doesn't like to save money? Plan out succession plantings of things like zinnias and sunflowers so that you have a harvest all season long. You're going to need to make decisions about weed control. Are you going to hand pull weeds, which I've done all year long, or are you going to use some kind of landscape fabric? Personally, I was trying to be as ecologically sound as possible and skip the plastic in the garden. Next year, I will more than likely go to some kind of weed control, weed fabric, because I've spent an inordinate amount of time, I have spent an inordinate amount of time pulling weeds, and I'm losing the battle. As you can see from these rows here, the weeds are winning. I am losing. Some of the flowers are actually hard to spot through the weeds, and I'm still working on it. But yeah, the season's coming to a close, and they're a bit tougher than I was. There are a plethora of videos on YouTube talking to you about how wonderful and easy this is, and anybody can do it. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to lie to you. I love this. I would be happy doing this until I could no longer walk. The challenge is selling the flowers that you grow. Now, you have some different options. You can do wholesale. You can do retail. You could host build-a-bouquet shops at your location, or other businesses may host you. For us, we chose the U-Pick model, and there's a reason why. If you look at my other videos, we also have a nursery. I am not looking to go off property. The whole idea is to create a destination for people. They can buy their nursery plants from us. They can pick flowers with us. And I have some other things planned down the line that's 3 to 5 years out, depending on how long it takes the crop to grow. But none of the YouTube videos out there that I've seen have talked about is how difficult it is to market. Facebook has become white noise. There's so much advertising on Facebook that I think people are no longer seeing the ads, they're scrolling by them. So getting the face of your business out there is a challenge. Websites like Nextdoor are up and coming and seem to be a better way to get a hold of people, but it's 2025. If you're watching this in the future, Lord only knows what kind of social media or advertising is going to be around. One of the benefits of being a flower farmer is, I don't know if you've ever looked into the work at home businesses, but there's so many scams out there. It's so hard to sift through the garbage to get to actual jobs. This is a true work from home opportunity. The flowers that don't get picked are here for the pollinators. I have never had so many butterflies on my property. I've always had flowers growing, but not to this extent. And I'm telling you, I have more bees and more butterflies than I have ever seen in my life. And that's something to feel good about. Every customer's bouquet is unique to them. And this one's been sitting here for a few days, so I've got some browning going on, but they get to make their own creations. I don't upcharge for premium flowers like dahlias. I charge a flat fee. You have to choose your own business model. Some people will charge by the stem, but after someone has spent the time to go pick their bouquet, put it in here the way that they want it, I don't want to rifle through here and count stems. For me, the customer experience is the most important part of having people at my business. So they get the jar, they keep their flowers, and I give them a packet of flower food. Freshly picked flowers last so much longer than anything you can buy at the store, and you can tell your customers that. But if they change the water and they feed their flowers, they're going to have a bouquet with an extremely long shelf life. Now, this one's been sitting outside getting abused by the weather, and it's about time to kind of thin this out and do something else with it. But the main storyline here is your customers are your most important asset. There are so many wonderful aspects of being a flower farmer and a nursery owner. And I've had some awesome support from people who really love us. But I want to caution you against one thing, and that is the naysayers. There are people out there, and we've had friends who have tried to warn us, and they've had nothing but negative stuff to say. Oh, the economy's bad. Okay, but you know what happens when the economy's bad? More people turn to agro-tourism. For 20 bucks, somebody can come pick flowers, enjoy our koi pond, hang out in the country. They can get out of the city. We have some noise from the interstate, but they can. It's way quieter out here than it is in the city. They can enjoy the country. They can stay during our entire hours if they want to. It's an experience for the customer. And we have more things planned. We're going to put up a stage so that we can have live music and entertain people. We plan on having some food trucks and things. That's next year. But yeah, so for the naysayers, the economy's bad. Okay, the economy does this. And you can't base your decisions on how things are going at this very moment. You have to plan for the future. Otherwise, why would any of us do anything, right? Why would you go to work? The world's going to come to an end. You have to shut them out. The other thing the naysayers have had to say, the people who just have our best interests at heart, are, oh, well, you have so much competition. Okay, yeah, the big box stores sell plants. They charge an arm and a leg for those plants. Our overhead is lower. This is our home. Somebody's not coming and asking some minimum wage employee about a plant where that employee really doesn't know. They're just there watering because they have to be. Customers can get that one-on-one attention that you may not be able to get at a big box store. Customers can leave feeling important. No one feels important when they go to insert your hardware store here that just happens to sell plants. No, they go there because they don't know where else to go. They go there because they've always gone there, and until they're given an option, they'll continue to go there. Competition is a normal part of everyday business. There's not just one roofer, there's many roofers. There's not just one carpenter, there's many carpenters. And yeah, maybe every lady on the block is selling flowers, but they're not selling your flowers. My husband and I are not fly-by-night people, and anybody that knows us would know that we crunched numbers and did research. We did our SWOT analysis. I mean, we did everything we were supposed to do and didn't go into this willy-nilly. And the truth of the matter is, the business might fail. My business might not make it. Marketing and advertising is where I've always struggled. It's hard to be seen in a sea of other ads. But that's just a challenge that you're going to face in anything that you do. So when people give you negative feedback, the people in your life that is supposed to care about you, take it with a grain of salt, okay? Warnings are good, but if you've done your due diligence and done your homework, you'll know if you can actually do this or not. And the nice thing about a flower farm is it's something that you can do on as a side gig. The nursery business is something that you can start small in your backyard. You don't have to quit your job and do it full time like I did. You don't have to take on that extra layer of risk. You will lose free time. A lot of people like to enjoy their summer weekends and go do fun things. And if that's you, this is probably not the business here for you. And there's nothing saying that you can't take the hottest month of the year off and be closed. The nice thing about being a business owner is you have that ability. But with that ability and that flexibility, you also need to communicate that well with your customers so they don't show up just to a closed sign. What fulfills you as a person is different for everybody. For me, I absolutely love being outdoors. I would rather do this than be sitting in an office chair. I would rather work 12 hours a day out here by myself, saturated with sweat, than almost anything else on the face of the planet. And that's why this business is right for me. Is it right for you? Let me know down in the comments. This is the end of August, and it's the perfect time to start thinking about this, because if you want to start your flower farm next year, you can start with your cool flowers and go all the way through fall. You can start planning now, getting your business set up now, and be geared up and ready for spring.